All right, hello. It is Saturday night. We are back for yet another stream and all that good stuff. So hope everybody's having a good weekend so far. It's kind of hard to believe it's Saturday again already. I feel like this past week has flown by super fast. But at any rate, we're back. We're giving away an MG Jinx GNX tonight. And continuing on the HG Darbalde. So we should be getting the left arm finished, probably doing the waist, and at least getting one of the legs started, if not both. And all that good stuff. I'm going to jump into the chat, say hello before I get started building for the night. A couple quick things though before I do. Number one, if you enjoy these streams, please hit that like button. Helps more people see the stream. I really appreciate it, and all that good stuff. Two, we do have not one but two sales going on over at Mecha Warehouse right now. You can use this INVRED30 code for 30% off select items. We just added like 50 something items to that collection on Thursday. So a bunch of new stuff in there, and it's a hard discount to pass up, I think. We also have SEPT 10 September 10 for 10% off in-stock items, and you can use both codes on an order. Whichever one is the better discount on any given item will be applied. You can't apply both discounts to the same item. And then finally, super chats are enabled. Remember, any super chat revenue, any money you provide via that goes for the backup pool, adding prizes and such for the giveaway. So that's always appreciated too. Don't feel obligated though. And I think that's all that stuff. So I'm gonna jump into the chat, say hello, and then get back to building. Excited to make some more progress on this kit. What's up, Dylan Dull, Wolfpack, Maverick. I probably saw it somewhere else. Apparently my brain is already now functioning. Mark, do it. What's up? It's Azaku, Urfig, Maverick Entity. There you go. Apparently I'm reading somewhere other than where my eyes were pointing. Lambic, Tin, Lord Kronos, Matthew Mahoney, MZ, Go Zero, Pondering Ox, Daniel Chavez, Rob Rosencrans, Matthew Russ, Lego Yoda, Hisaki Art, Comic World Boss, Red Mono Eye, Daniel Morgan, Death, Rob Sadler, Thomas, Steve Trick, Jason S, Velcro Shoe Guy, Sound Agent Army, Kyle Walters, Studio AU, Working weekdays drag on, but at the same time the weekend comes too fast and goes too fast as well. Tim Mott, I think I already said that one, but if not, welcome Tim Mott. Stealthy Bedlam, J plus K. I said the Saturday's almost over. Let's see, Seiji Date, what's up? Early Autumn, what's up? Trying to make most of it. Finish pretend to describe some lines in the assembled parts of MG Goof. Now doing some panel lining before I finish accessories and assemble. Nice. Alright, I think that's it for saying hello. I'm gonna get back to building. I think it's C24 is what I need next. What's everybody else up to? What's up, Kai? Made it. Sorry for being late. No worries. What's everybody working on tonight? Anything good? Managed to make it another week. I think Kate's due date is, let's see, let's look at the calendar real quick. Basically somewhere around next weekend, I think. Although both of our other kids were a little on the late side, so who knows. But Dugram GT here, nice. Tank Notchin, cool. I want to build one of those. Fish up a Core Gundam, MG Zaku 2 Char, just finished Kamiki, Burning Gundam, Halloween Diorama, nice. Building a Halloween Carburetor, RG God Gundam, Sosby Ka. Decals on a pre-armor version 3 Hyper. Got rain this week, so not much warmer than the last few weeks. We got a little bit of rain today, a little bit of wind. I think it's the remnants of that hurricane, I think. I think that's what I've been hearing. I haven't actually looked. but enough of an excuse to skip mowing the lawn today, I guess. I start the HE fair tonight after I get my boys to bed. Nice. Deep clean my airbrush. Cool. Got rain this week, so not much more in the last few weeks. I think I already read that one. Built the motor big. Oh, yesterday. It's cool. Nice. It looks like a cool kit. Hurricane Lee is still somewhere in Canada. Interesting. Yeah, Chavez finishing Blue Asteroid. Nice. Which one? I've had a bit of a cold or something this week too. Every once in a while, my throat kind of catches a little bit of an itch. Make up for the GBWC deadline. Working HE Nightingale Weapons and Shield left to do. What's up, Real Time 88? How are you? Good evening, everyone. Working on the Liger AP tonight. It makes me not want to do another Zoid for a long time. That's, I think, was my reaction. It's a nice kit, but it's a lot. A lot of parts. So Micah, excuse for not having to mow again. Today is my grandparents next door went and had their massive tree cut down and had the limbs all on our side of the backyard. Folks are living naturally, I bet. So MJ got in Japan a few years ago. Nice. Back feeding all 7 of my dogs. That is a lot of dogs. Watching Old School Gunpla, a man known as George's stream on IG. Nice. I would probably try to catch his stream more often, but it's pretty early in the morning. What's up, Mohoho? 2 more dogs. Yeah, too early, right? Alright, so I got that one. Okay, C26 and 27. Quick question to all the PG unicorns, which one would you prefer? I'm not a super big unicorn fan in general. So I'd probably just go with the standard, the base one. If I had to pick, because I'm not super choosy. What's up? I'm gonna kind of kick you. Any chance you're gonna get the Cosmos lighting set for the FM aerial? Not likely anytime soon, because we don't have any relationship with that company at the moment. What was your last PG you built? The only PG I've built is the PG GPO1. Built it as part of a charity stream. 26 hours of non-stop fun. Try to get that guy at multi-primer in stock. It's a must-have for painting polycaps. If we haven't had it already, we might not be able to get it. There's certain stuff that the distributor brings in, and there's a bunch of Gaia paints that are not imported by the distributor. You have to go direct, and so thus we're not able to get them. And that might be one of those. For the PG Banshees, my backlog, or any PGs you really want to build. I've got the Mark II, and that one I think would be really cool to do. But I have no idea when I'm going to get around to it. Have you ever watched Code? Yes, I have not. Bandai leaving MGs in the dust. I don't know that there's been any sort of official statement. It kind of looks like they're going to stop producing as many MGs. A lot of the full mechanics they're making seem to be like almost as good. Or check most of the boxes, I guess, that you're looking for an MG. Have you ever checked out Lancer? It's essentially Dungeons and Dragons with more tactical mechs. No, I haven't heard of it actually. It sounds kind of cool though. I think another Verka is inbound soon. It'd be cool. Josh skateboarding, what's up? Okay, A15, 16, and C23. Artist for Message to Art for Kill 6 Billion Demons. Haven't heard of that one either. Rumor has it, it's narrative interesting. It's just standard military mecha, and you got Eldritch Abomination mechs. And this month will be an announcement from Bandai. Okay, C23. Was a kit you just like most? Not parts, material, just felt unsatisfying. The only kit that I have built that I would totally not recommend, not just like, oh, this isn't for certain people, or I could see where people might not like it, but the one that I would straight up not recommend that I've built is the HGUC 40 Zaku 2. It's old, the articulation's garbage, seam lines everywhere, and it can't hold a pose. It's you know, probably a great kit to build if you want a challenge, because you could definitely make it good. And it's, you know, inexpensive, so there's that. But it's just not very. It requires a lot of work. Gee, Ashtaron, Hermit Crab, when? Howdy, y'all. Just got everything set up to build. Doing Legos tonight, nice. The Zeta kit, I need a Zeta. I'm not sure. It's a good question. Probably one of the MGs maybe. Usually at the end of the year, it's mostly a PG. Zeta apparently is a hand grenade. Haven't heard much right on the MG V2 or MG Verka, so both of those are probably good. Yeah, I think those both have decent reviews. I'm not sure which is better of the two. Might depend on your preferences for proportions and things like that. HG Revive is probably the best if you just want one. Could be I haven't built that one either. I actually have one of those. I want to snap build it and top coat it, stick it on the argument deck I have at the warehouse. Just haven't had time. When you get in the build metaverse kits, I'm not sure. Whenever they start distributing them, I guess, when they start shipping. They don't have, they don't give us like firm dates or anything when stuff's supposed to show up. We usually find out right before it ships. Of course, have Gunna markers have been out of stock for a while, distribution issue, or are they being discontinued? I think it's more us ordering, but I'm not 100% sure. We've been struggling trying to keep up with ordering certain things. I know we're due for like a Mr. Hobby order soon, I think. Yeah, now you'll get it when you get it. Basically. They don't even want to say that though, they just kind of shrug it at you. What's up, Elliot Moon? What's up, Mad Mike? This is some interesting music. You guys came in today, ready to put these new tools to use. Thanks for your order. Hope everything arrived okay. So if they see a conversion GX divider energy looking set, since the regular GX already has the connectors for it. I am on time for once. What's up, ECBX? Get more orders from Display. We've got an order in, I think it just shipped, so expect it in about a month. Don't remember what's on this particular order. No, I think we're trying to get paints and stuff restocked, so there might be some paints on that one. How can Funyuns not be good? I have to try it. Stunning chills are awesome. Oh, interesting. I haven't been able to use them yet. Michael Bourne, what's up? Joe Peacock starting late. Is anyone won yet? Not yet. HG Penelope is a pretty badass kit. Nice. What do you think of Witch from Mercury, Nick? So far, so good, Josh. I haven't watched the second half of it yet. Hopefully be able to get that in soon. Who knows, maybe we'll binge watch the second half of that at the hospital while we're recovering. So every amount of time everyone bills each month. That's a great question. The last month or two for me, it's been basically, I don't know, 8 hours probably, 2 hours on the stream. Probably about 4 or 5 times a month. I was doing more like 5 to 6 a week maybe when I had time to do stuff on the weekends, but I've been doing my own painting and that kind of stuff, but I've been so busy lately. The second half is definitely Gundam. Nice. I'll wait till it's all out on YouTube. I've heard most of it is, right? I don't know if the second season, how much of that's on YouTube at this point. I'm asking for some detailing of my second painted aerial rebuilds. Nice. How is that? Have you built the regular aerial too? Curious what the opinion is, if they're basically the same kit or if there's any differences. So this month has been 0. It's a bummer. Don't spend no time building. Now the Armor Core 6 is out. Waiting to get some display markers in before my next build too. If I get like 15 minutes, then I'll be happy. Nice. It's been like 2 weeks since I finished my HG Gym Sniper. Gym Striker, rather. How's that one? Stop playing Starfield. It's a fun build. Oh, good to hear. I think there's just 4 episodes left to come out in Gundam Info. Nice, that's not bad. Papa Nick, did the new baby come yet? Not yet. Due date's about a week or so out. So we are getting close. What's your opinion on the Unity fiasco? I'm not even sure what that is. Finished the MG Pro Zero last night. Pretty nice little kit. That was a fun kit. I built one of those a while back. Would you think they consider this as a kit to develop a Gundam shell? I mean, usually the main character always gets at least a new variant there, if not needed completely. Oh, they have to. I'm sure they. I'm pretty sure that that's what drives all of that stuff. The show is made to sell products. It's not to say that they're not trying to make a good show, but that's definitely the driver. Stoked for the Voltron kit at pre-order mine this week. Nice. I think those pre-orders are almost sold out. Note the deposit system has been live for a little while. For pre-orders, what do you guys think of all that? You want the baby happen during the stream? Well, the stream would be really short then. Get a snoo, it soothes the baby by detecting sound motion. It's about $1,400, but it's worth it. Interesting. How do you think everyone? What's up, Kasari? Mecha Born Tarball looks so cool. It is a cool looking kit. take bets on length, weight, etc. You'll be charging all these developers an install fee. Essentially, after a certain amount of installs, the developers will be charged for each install. Oh. Originally, they're going to charge for reinstalls of separate devices. Yeesh. Still confused by pre-order, early bird versus pre-order. So pre-orders are kits that are new releases or reprints that are coming out sometime in the future. Usually there's a release date or month. We often have to temper those expectations because sometimes that's what it is for, say, Japan, and they still got to ship over here. It takes a little longer, etc. So that's what a pre-order is, basically. What you traditionally think of as a pre-order. Early bird is our mechanism for offering for sale items that are about to or are in progress shipping towards us. So they might be things we already ordered a while back. They came in, they weren't up for pre-order, and or they weren't up for pre-order, and they give us a chance to offer them for sale before they come in. It helps us defray the cost of that shipment sooner, and especially where sometimes shipments are hit or miss on when they show up, not necessarily when they were originally expected. It helps us keep everything moving smoother. But now, let's see, like the option is you pay in full for pre-orders. I buy everything in full, so it doesn't really affect me. Because it varies for each show. Little IBO seems like they want to sell a lot of accessory kits. Good to deposit, give people option of getting a kit, but it doesn't bother me. Excited to get the Motor Big O kit I just ordered from you guys. It'll be my first non-gunner kit besides the Tamo 2. That makes a little more sense, yeah. So that's, I think we're going to update the pre-order policy page to clarify that a little bit, because I think you're not the only one who has been perhaps a little confused about how that all works. But yeah, that's what that's all about. Hey man, first time watching, was hoping to see the MG Jinx, just tuned in. What's up, Justin? Not building the Jinx, but we are giving one away. We're gonna actually do the first draw to give that away, or attempt to give it away, very, very soon. Because the HE Asteroid Double rebig, or again reprints again. I've been looking for one for years. I have no idea. I haven't seen it on any order forms or anything. So if it is getting produced again, it's that information is not known to me. All right. So arms are done. It wants me to move on to legs. I think I'm going to do the waist unit next. And perhaps before I start on the waist unit, it'd be a good time to post up that first draw of the night. That's the Moon Gunham kit. Thinking that'll be my next purchase. Moon's supposed to be a really, really nice kit. Scrubbing this line of kit to make it more visible. I haven't been. At some point I probably will. Alright, first draw of the night. Let's see, what's our question gonna be? Well, since somebody mentioned, be their first non-gunman kit, let's do that. So, let's put a number in the chat between 1 and 1100 and answer the question, what was your first non-Gundam kit? If there was one, maybe you've only built Gundams, but first non-Gundam kit, Number from 1 to 1100. Number 1, number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You must be present to win, and your answer to the question and the number have to be in the same comment for the valid entry. So just posting a number and your number gets called, you will not win. Make sure the number and answer to the question are in the same comment. 1 to 1100 and your first non-Gundam kit. Okay, waste C12 and 13. What's the question? First non-Gundam kit. Never built a non-Gundam kit. Does Lego count? You don't need to have built a non-Gundam kit to win. Just curious. See some people talking about, I think I saw Hexagear mentioned, thinking about doing a governor after this as kind of a palate cleanser and take a break. From all this witch stuff. Been a little while since I built something that wasn't a witch for Mercury. If you want to go with, since I started building again, it'd be Figure Rise, MUI, Goku. I think doing Hexagear as well. PG Unleashed. Grandpa, that's definitely Gundam kits. Thanks for the sub, Justin. Zeta Gundam is also a Gundam kit. We're going to start, one of these days we're going to make the policy that your answer has to actually make sense for the question. Speaking of question, what is it? I'm just tuning in. The question is first non-Gundam kit, and number range is 1 to 1100. I think my first non-Gun, or at least first non-Bandai kit was the Flame Toys G1 Optimus. It's a pretty cool kit. in Mecha Warehouse, you're welcome. I enjoy chill streams. By the way, how do you find the Razer balancer set? I love mine, but I find it hard to find replacement balancers. I like the Razer. It's been nice. We try to keep the balancers in stock. We restock Gun Primer about once a month, maybe. So we should have some more balancers on the way soon if we're out right now, I think. You know, we've sold out of a few things, a few Gun Primer items in the last week or two, I think. Do you have any experience with off-brand Gundam kits? No, I don't. I haven't built any Gundam stuff that isn't Bandai. Try to avoid the bootleg and copyright stuff. It's Mr. Clean Eraser Sheets as a replacement solution. I know you're in New Hampshire. I'm in Canada. Okay. We only ship to U.S. addresses. That would be a problem. At least for now, we're looking into eventually doing the international shipping thing. It's at least a minor headache. Step down for a second. What was the question, please? Question is first non-Gundam kit. So Nick, my 5-month-old, loves watching Gundams. Adorable. That's cool. Interesting to see what the new baby's gonna like. It's interesting. My youngest now, he would be soothed by Metalocalypse, like Death Clock music. He would put on like Mermaider or something and he would stop crying and calm down. It was crazy. Has anyone built the Kyokai Senki kits? I think about doing a kit batch to make an armored core, and 172 seems fun. I haven't, but I've heard they're decent kits. Just try to hunt and kill from Supernova. No worries, man. I already figured. Tough one. I would figure international shipping to Canada would be much easier than in shipping elsewhere. It probably is. It's still, there's a bunch of custom stuff that has to be worried about, and making sure that those customs fees aren't a surprise. I shipped some prizes for a giveaway we did many years ago now to Canada, and the winners that were in Canada got surprised with weird custom brokerage fees that they had to pay that we didn't know about when we shipped. Twins love the soundtrack from the Apocalypse movie. So my oldest brother was. My mom couldn't get him to calm down without metal. It's pretty funny. Okay, I'm calling time. Number range was 1 to 1100. Okay, 1 to 1100. 817. Looks like there are no winners. So we will draw again a little bit. Okay. B12. Take bets on which Gundam girl the new one will be a fan of in a decade. It's gonna be a long time to wait. all opinion, what's the best Gundam show? Let's remember, sorry, I was changing laundry. It was, I'm looking up, I already forgot. 8/17. There were no winners. Thoughts on PBN and not allowing stores like yourself to buy and sell? So it's not so much about them allowing to or not allowing to, I think, unless there's been a policy change I haven't heard about. It's more they just don't offer any of that stuff wholesale. So if I wanted to sell it, I'd have to buy it the same place you guys would buy it, USP Bandai or Japan P Bandai, and then mark it up. Which is why we don't, because at least the last couple of years, it didn't seem like a great thing to butt in and make it so you could just buy it at the better price directly. I always found it interesting to see kits being built in the correct order. I was at to go head, torso, waist, legs, arms. Like being able to stand up big ASAP. I'd be able to connect all this stuff together, even if it can't stand. I want everything connected and not a bunch of half-finished sub-assemblies. You or anyone on the team pitched an order just because you wanted a kit? What do you mean by pitched an order? Like not shipped it? I bet it's one of the worst adventures in human history. I mean, it makes sense in some ways, right? It gives them the ability to improve their margin on kits that they wouldn't otherwise be able to produce and decrease that risk because of that direct ordering. That's, I think, the intent. I don't feel like it does what it was originally meant to. But the intent, I think, was good. Okay, C14. You like recommend a certain item for the order? Oh. I see, like recommended something on one of our orders with the distributor. I mean, I suppose so. For the most part, like Bandai stuff we order all the time. Patrick, I suppose, is always pitching what to order because he does love the order research stuff and tries to figure out what things, new releases and announcements make sense to try to get. If we pre-order with the deposit option, is it still with the 10% pre-order discount? It is. The intent, but the execution is poor. Well, their execution on most things is poor, other than some of the kits are well designed. It just makes me sad because they never make enough deals youngs for me to be able to get one before the bot scalpers do. see the haha, but I feel the sadness. Museum was up for a bit this last run. I think they opened it back up after it sold out once. Yeah, they probably figure out what their max production run is, and then offer it up, and then schedule another run or whatever. Cool, it's another pre-order for Voltron. Nice. Understand that they don't build much. No. See mine. And my husband's work in progress though. In a little bit, watches the movies and shows. Baby talks it up, so precious. So it's out there. Favorite thing about the GP razors that you can use it on clear plastic and it doesn't scratch it. That is a nice feature. It definitely gives you a good option for cleaning up nubs on clear plastic. It would definitely be a must-have for doing clear kits and stuff, in my opinion at least. Okay, C15 and B11. Yeah, no plan on using sandpaper on my clear kits. I'm happy to have a razor. What kind of grit is it compared to regular sandpaper? I'm not sure. Happy giveaway day. I didn't realize you were building my favorite mobile suit today. Cool. Okay, B11. And C15. Clear kits and first grade kits are by far my favorite kits to build, just because they're the most difficult kits to build and do something visually creative with. Clear kits can be cool. I'm not a huge fan myself. I just don't like how they look in the end. I definitely appreciate the effort, and I've seen some really cool things done with them. Alma LEB, Lewis, who did the seminar at AnyMech, has done a bunch of cool clear kit splits where it's split down the middle and you can see like the inner frame of a clear MG, for example, and those look pretty cool. These big L kits look awesome. They do. I popped one open that was on the Ding and Dent cart just to make sure that the runners were okay. And I agree. Like I'm tempted myself. It's the least fun kit you've ever built. Mine was the RG Unicorn. I'd say it's probably that same HGC 40 Zaku 2 that I was mentioning earlier. That's the only kit I wouldn't recommend. Because the is huge. It really tested runner management. I had to organize all the runners in one room while I built it at my main space. My problem with clears is they're never clear enough. With the RG Unicorn, Nick, of your products you sell, what would you say the Gundam franchise is most popular? I think so. We definitely sell more Gundam kits than any other category of kit. There are also way more of them, so I'm not sure if that's a factor too, but Maybe Unit 00, I hate every second of it. What's wrong with that kit? Reforming Unicorn was a grind. I feel that. I did that one on stream a while back now. The accessories, there's so many of them. Fight back the yawns over here. Apparently I'm tired. Plan to pick up the RG Ava kit when it's around again. How often do they reprint it? I'm not sure. I think they were around relatively recently, though. You want any mech have a YouTube channel showing the clear kit stuff they've done? Oh, Plomo LAB. AnyMech was the contest we had. Plomo LAB, if you go on, that's his Instagram handle. I don't think he has any videos about it, but he definitely has pictures of the builds, I think, on there. Plomo LAB. Also, I find the clear kit stuff I see is typical. Split Gundam showing her frame, etc. GWC winner was a nice clear kit. I was just falling apart despite my best attempt. The kit was the sole reason why I stopped buying real grades. Oof. Last time I saw an RG in person was almost a year ago. Wish I got one then. A Plum brand power loader from y'all recently. I've built one. I haven't built anything Plum at this point yet, but let me know how it is when you build it. It's actually like 4 clear MG00 risers going from Trans Am to normal. Clear Voltron, and I'm already figuring out display setup with the original theme music. I'm going to try to get LED for the flare and the blade tip. With that. Him holding the sword up. Got their assault suit Lanos line as well. There's so many cool kits out there. I wish I had way more time. There's so much stuff I want to build. I think I should have a little bit more time open up in like a month or two. Hopefully I can get painting and finishing kits again. Double 01, 02, 03, and 08. Just need 06, 13, and mass produce the kit myself for the Evangelion. How are those? Are they like all very similar builds? I mean, they probably are basically the same core build, right? Here's a question. How do you solve the space question, Nick? Especially run out of display space. I don't know. That's kind of a tough one to solve. Plan on retiring early so you have more time to build. I don't think I'm going to be able to retire early. The way things are going right now, I feel like I'm going to retire late. When I start running out of space, I look at my build kits and see which ones I've lost interest in displaying and give them away to people I know. It's a good way to do it. Teach the kids how to run the business so you can retire early, I guess. It has to grow to a size where I can afford to pay someone to run it and have it put off enough money to pay my retirement, because sure as hell not putting any money into retirement accounts right now, so. Finished kits as gift to family members that had an interest. Put some floating shelves, that works. I returned, still don't have time to build. Put another nub placement on the view fins on the top with the ferret's head in the worst place. It's really hard to get cleaned up. Is it stressful running a Plamo shop? I'd say. I mean, it's stressful running any sort of business. Trying to grow a business to any sort of scale is challenging. There's definitely a lot of stressors right now, at least. Back in a minute, I'm being accosted by cats dinner time, and I'm not moving fast enough for them, I guess. C34 and 36. Hope we can help you retire early. It'd be nice, but we'll see. Who knows? It seems really hard to predict what the future is going to hold, what the market will be like, and the economy, and buying habits. It's looking like war soon. Stress. LOL stress. Next, just run a Plamo shop, trying to make sure you can pay employees, raise kids, have a baby on the way. Town people's disposable income has been eaten by rising prices. I'm sure there's no stress at all. That kind of sums it up. Hope for more COVID, because that seriously boosts the Plamo society, right? That's not something I really want to hope for more of. The first time around was good to me, but I'd rather just hope for a good, stable economy and, you know, everything else just to work out well. Can't bet on stimulus payments next time, right? Now a lot of cold flu COVID case popping up. It's nuts. Yeah, it sounds familiar. It seems like a lot of people are getting stuff lately. I'm pretty sure I'm fighting a minor cold or something right now. I got a random thought. Since you're a martial artist, can you break boards? Yes, I have, and do on occasion break boards. Any advice on painting the pegs or to avoid on that topic? You can like mask off pegs if you're worried about them being tight when you paint. It's not a horrible idea. Advice on painting the one to sure the HD kits need manipulated. Yeah. What's the worst sticker detail to deal with? Oh, I don't know. There's a specific one. Speaking of COVID, question for Nick in chat. How many of you still keep COVID tests in hand for if you get sick? I think you probably have some in the house, but I'm not even sure. Alright, we should set up this next draw now, I think. See, painting pegs isn't as much a problem as armor parts that rub on each other. Those are ruining your paint job. Or just running over parts and joints. Okay, let's see. Test strips by order some pickup when I felt sick and I had contact with someone whose SO had COVID. Alright. Okay, so second draw of the night. Let's do a number from 1 to 600, and this time the question will be, do you prefer Gundam movies or series? Movies or series? 1 to 600. Did I say 900 or 600 before? 1 to 600, and movie or series. Or 1 number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to U.S. addresses. You must be present to win. And your answer to the question and your comment and the number rather has to be in the same comment for valid entry. 1 to 600, series or movie. Looks like series is winning significantly. Does This Walls count as a movie? I think it can. Because it was in a movie or an OVA. I think they had 2 different ways it was distributed. So I'm out because I'm in Canada. Don't mind paying the surprise custom fees if I win. Looking for the Jinx kit for a while. So technically, yeah, we don't have any way to ship to Canada right now. If you enter and you win, we certainly could talk about it. You could always send it to a friend in the US or something, or maybe use it as a test case if we do get our international shipping stuff figured out, because I do have some agreements to look over. If we start shipping internationally, Canada will definitely be the first place we send them to. I know the Canada shipping is a lot. I think it can be, yeah. Let me give you a pick. I'd love to do that. This road trip to New Hampshire. There you go. Yeah, what part of Canada are you in? Why is Canada shipping so much? It's right there. A lot of it is like cross-border customs fees and brokerage fees or whatever. Canada charges some duties on certain things, I think. US might charge on certain things too. I'm not sure if they charge on things going out or just going in. Montreal, okay. So you just drive over the border relatively quickly and receive something. So watch Kukris's Dones Island, Head Away for the Doves, a cool movie. Should we just toss it over the border? You probably could, so someone might not be able to get it on the other side. This Ministry of Sound. Miracle of Sound. Yeah, I had it close. You did. Ministry of Sound sounds like a good name for a band. Let's see. What's your favorite grunt kit? Guess it's kit, not suit. Probably the Maganac. Mine sounds more metal. It does. That's not a bad thing. Okay, 14 and 15. The mass-produced kit like the Man Roadie count as a grunt kit, because that would be mine. If so, I don't know anything about the Man Roadie, so I don't know. So just painting a Maganac, I used Disbay's Rocky Brown community paint for the brown. Looks like a sparkly root beer. Now I'm thirsty. Did you paint the shoulders? Did you like mask the shoulders to do the paint like the stickers would be? I've been thinking about that if I ever go to paint my whole core, how I'm masking that off. Because that's going to be a lot of work if I don't have a good, quick, repeatable process for it. Or if using some sort of auto cutting tool would be best. Mass produced masking tape pre-cut. Maybe that would potentially be an option. I'm contemplating using the stickers on some sort of plot plate or something to build a template that I could use, like a jig to cut the tape in. Unfortunately, no, I totally missed the sticker location of the shoulder, but the metallic yellow from display is a dead match for the mustard yellow in the kit. Aside from the lack of gloss, you can't tell the difference. Oh, interesting. That's gonna be fun too, trying to make a ton of whatever colors I need, because I have a feeling I'm not gonna be able to find exact colors off the shelf. Wait, Nick, you're gonna paint the whole kit or just that area? The whole kit, all 40 of them is the plan, but I don't know when I'm gonna do it. It might be 5 years from now. I know the stickers aren't in the kit, they're not on the kit. Tuck, what's up, Rick? Just painting HG God Gundam in a custom hyper mode. I use the stickers to mask off the black parts. I recommend using the stickers that come with the kit to mask off parts. Any issues with the adhesive on them? Messing up the paint underneath or anything like that? I'd be worried about the stickers making a mess, which is why I think I'm gonna make a jig of some sort, but maybe it's not an issue. No issues with the adhesive. I was worried about the same thing, but if you prime it beforehand, it shouldn't be an issue. Oh, okay, interesting. My fear is just it's a different kind of tack, so like those tricks like you're suggesting, Skyrider, might not matter because the stickers are meant to stay on forever, even though they don't usually. Whereas masking tape is intended to come off. So they probably use different adhesives, and that adhesive might not play well with paint. In a decade there'll be MG Leo and then MG Magnex, so that Nick can build 40 MGs over the span of a year. Oh man. Building a couple on scale models for about 30 plus years, and I still love hearing tips from people. Happy Saturday night to all. What's up, Zigzagger? Oh shoot, I haven't called a winner yet, or time, on this last draw. I should probably do that. Got distracted. We do have 40 of the damn things. Worst case, you give a test case an IPA, so yeah, right. Okay, 1 to 631. think we have a winner. It's a bunch of 3, 1, and then another digit answers, but let you guys confirm. Since I waited so long, we'll probably be putting the next one up pretty quick. What number? Number was 31. Okay, so these two together. And I need a. Oh, let's do the sticker first. What was the guy who did the clear kit? It's the Plamo LAB. Like Plamo Lab, but the LAB is his initials, not the word lab. Alright, I'm out. About to catch some Z's. Good night and good luck. See you later. Thank you for hanging out. I am looking forward to sleep tonight, actually. Put the chevrons on the fusion kit, use a sticker surrounding and masking tape for a stencil. I suppose you could always put the sticker right on the tape and then cut the masking tape that way. Paint the chevrons on the fusion kit, use a sticker surrounding and masking tape for a stencil. Yeah, I think I already read that one. I'm apparently losing my mind. Crap, for some reason the live stream I'm muted. That's weird. I think the audio is still good on this end. Had a problem twice with stickers where they rip the paper off with them and you can't get the adhesive. Has that ever happened to you? I've never had that issue, but I don't often do stickers, so I usually avoid stickers most of the time. I'm using them on this kit, but the majority of the time I just toss them and use water slides and stuff. Stick with water sides, that'll go a whole lot better too. Absolutely. This is mainly because they got these, they're kind of, I don't know how you describe them, but they're like semi-metallic. I hate when I actually sand off detail in the symmetrical matching part and have to go back and sand off the detail on the other side to match. Yep, that sucks. This question should be straight build or modify. It's a good question. I might use that. For Bandai, I became more greedy. They used to have dry transfers, which are awesome. I think they still do dry transfers. I think it's only certain kinds of kits that they do it in. Oh, I forgot to do the lower legs. That's funny. Okay, well, I'll have to go back to those, I guess. Okay, C31, 29. Just forgot like that. Just the calves. Okay, dry transfers. I'm obsessed about getting it permanent. Water slides are easier to deal with. Very true. Dry transfers you have to kind of have right from the beginning, whereas water slides have a little bit of play. That's very helpful. I might try to water decals on an EVA Mecha Warehouse, and I ripped the biggest decal in half accidentally. I'm very scared. Scarred. Or is it scared? How many of you guys cut and stamp out the safety knobs in the V-fins? Just curious. I usually do. Or dry transfer is just regular fancy stickers? No. So basically a dry transfer, you secure the transfer in place. Usually you like tape it on or something, and then you rub the transfer onto the part. Use like an edge of a coin or a nail or any other somewhat rigid object that you can use to kind of cause that transfer effect. But the reason they're less forgiving is if it's in the wrong place, you can't move it afterwards. There we go. So now I need the lower part of the leg, which I forgot. Okay, B18 and 19. So I'll get how the V-fin flags are for safety when the whole thing is made of small parts anyway. I think it's so they're not sharp, so you don't get poked with them or something. I think it has to do with probably safety regulations for selling to kids or something. I guess, maybe. always funny when like beam saber blades or other parts can just as pointy without flags. Sure. Warehouse, that's exactly it. Bandai 83 had a case where a child almost choked to death on the toy line. Bandai took responsibility since they made all of their products safe. Wasn't aware of this particular incident, but that makes sense. So these two go together. And we got A28 and E23. I think it was 83 around there. Also, Bandai started as a die-cast toy car manufacturer in 1952, 1953. Interesting, I wasn't aware of that. A lot of companies end up doing different stuff than they originally start doing, though. It's actually relatively close. Consider like Nintendo started as a playing card company or something. All right, I think we're gonna do our third draw of the night here. So let's do a number from 1 to 300 and answer the question, snap build or painted build. 1 to 300, snap build or painted build. Remember, one number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You must be present to win, and your answer to the question and the number have to be in the same comment for it to be a valid entry. 1 to 300, snap build or painted build. Let the paint bring your place up a booth. It definitely helps. I like being able to have my booth set up all the time up in the space up in the attic. It's such a pain to set up and tear it down. I just completely forgot to call time at the end of the stream. Not completely. I definitely had some run a little late before though. Buy a booth already instead of spending my money on new kits. chat backlog or builds. Some of us are going to feel called out on that one. I definitely add kits to my backlog fast, and I'm building right now, I think. Snap of coding, is that kind of pain? Kinda. Alright. A26, B22. Trick question, because you aren't a scale model builder unless you have a backlog. Well, I mean, some people literally have, like, they'll buy one kit at a time and build it before they buy the next one. Some of us even are able to keep the inputs and outputs from their backlog relatively close. But there are definitely a lot of us that aren't able to do that and seem to collect kits faster than we can build them. Which is definitely my situation right now. I told myself I was going to buy one kit at a time until sales happen. Very true. I'm sure like our sale right now, inventory reduction sale, is not helping anybody with that. Or is helping them depending on the context, I guess. Kit collecting, kit building are two separate hobbies. Very true. Just got scared of when and if I'd be able to get it when it comes out. Your thoughts of people who just collect the kits and never build? I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with that per se. People collect all sorts of stuff, right? If you argue people that collect toys and never play with them are kind of in the same boat. Not necessarily anything wrong with it. Been quite a few good deals lately for Mecha Warehouse inventory. 30 sales, my backlog's grown quite a bit in the last few weeks. We had some good stuff on Thursday too. I was kind of surprised that we had that many that needed to get added. Something fell through the cracks. Should have been added originally, I think, but and the hobby for 6 weeks. My backlog grows exponentially every week. That's how it often starts. Customizing your kits, you will concentrate more on tools. Surprisingly cutting down on my backlog fast lately. I've been on sick leave for almost 2 months. Well, that's cool you've been able to get stuff worked down. Sorry to hear that you've been on sick leave though. That probably isn't good. Out the new gun of Verka. I was going to order it and it was already moved to the production list. Yeah, one's been on there for a while. Those are moving really fast for good reason. We want to make sure we have some in stock going into the holiday season and don't want to deplete all the way to zero. A lot of this other stuff we'll probably be removing stuff again soon too. There are definitely some things that were close that we said, well, we'll wait a little longer. I'm not good. Got assaulted outside my apartment. Guy attacked me, broke 2 of my ribs. Ouch. I've never had a broken rib, but I've had it was probably cracked or bruised rib. At least I don't think it was broken. I never got x-rayed or checked out. And it was not fun. Before I start building, you don't know it's likely to be reprinted often, so you buy everything, then eventually buy some kits and don't love it when building it. What's up, Mark? Okay, let's call time. Customer just now, actually. Awesome, Mark. Thank you. Okay, 1 to 300, 245. Well, looks like we got 2 potential winners. Weeks K and hopefully I'm pronouncing that one right. So weeks and dis for short. We're gonna go to a coin. We'll flip the coin. So this is heads. This is tails. Whoever calls heads or tails first. Looks like weeks. Weeks got tails. So I'm gonna flip it. If it's tails, weeks wins. If it's heads, just however you would want to pronounce that, wins. And so I flip the coin, catch it, put it back in my hand. If I drop it, I reflip. Bought kits in weeks doesn't help buy most of the possible retail kits I want. It's just a waiting game with P-Bandai for reprints for Bandai to make older retail kits again. They're definitely gonna be doing more of that. Okay, flipping the coin. Ready? Oh, and it came up tails. So congratulations, weeks. You can send an email to support@Mecha Warehouse mechawarehouse.com with your info, and we'll get that sent out this week. Congrats. How's Mecha Warehouse been without Dylan? It was a little bit more of a challenging week this past week, I guess, the first week without Dylan. Partially because I had to spend more hours in the warehouse. Chad ended up out for 2 days. He was planned to be out for 1, so that didn't help anything either. But we're adapting. We'll gradually have Alex take on more responsibilities and stuff, and that's gonna help, I think. What are predictions on the kids band will announce? I have no idea. If I were close to you guys, I'd definitely come by now. I'm going to ask who's Fox. They packed my order last, and I love the way they signed the card. That is Chad. It's pretty easy to figure out. There's only 2 people in the warehouse packing besides me right now, so. The All Japan Model Hobby Show 2023 is coming soon. Interesting. I'm hoping I'll be in a place where I can get out to like the Shizuoka Hobby Show or something one of these days, one of these years. I see ever exclusive and rare packed by Nick card in my Caliban. Yeah, I've been putting some time in the packing station lately, here and there. I started a few weeks before Dylan's last day just to refamiliarize myself while he was still around, because I don't think I had packed an order in a new warehouse until recently. But knowing I might have to train the next new additions to the team and all that stuff. Ready for the upcoming holidays? Hopefully. I gotta start thinking about that, really. So the hobby should be dope. So with Wonder Hobby, I think that's what it's called. Nick packed my Vegeta kit. Is that a pre-order, Matthew? I think there were a bunch of those pre-orders were orders I packed. Oh, did I miss 2 parts here? E20 and 21. Yes, I did. It was. Yeah, I think I packed that round to, I think it was early birds or whatever, because we were still kind of slammed, and I fired up the 3rd packing station so we could keep the other packing stations running at full capacity, trying to catch up and still get those out soon after they came in. We're storming like a MF here right now. Thought I was being invaded by a bunch of dump trucks. that one, and this one. Oh, this is the foot. I was thinking here for a second, I'm not going to finish the whole leg today. But if this is the foot and then I got the ankle, then this leg should be done. Be a good place to stop. If you know Willy Wonka at some point, Nick, whoever gets the golden Mecha Warehouse sticker wins. We were joking about that the other day, actually. Having a golden ticket lets you come work in the warehouse for a day. Messer's a fun kid, he's a big boy. Messer looks cool. I want to build mine. I think it's one of the numerous kits in the backlog right now. Don't tease us a good time. Another one to do a resin conversion. Did I? Yes, I cut out two of the same part. The hardest part of doing the golden ticket thing, though, is going to be training the minions to do the Oompa Loompa dancing song. I don't think they'd go for that. Hoping we get more RE100 kits. It'd be good if more of them reprint. There've been a few coming around, so I think we'll see more older stuff. Thank you, Matthew Mahoney, for the super chat. Great stream tonight. Appreciate it. Flame Toys give you a hint to when their Super Robot ties-in kit's supposed to release? No. For someone else, place the EG or Leo kit purchase every day to get the ticket. I don't think Warehouse has that many OSHA violations to have a song. Probably not. But it's been concentrating on full mechanics for too damn long. People's favorite non-Gundam series kits. I found out too late that they were Pacific Rim kits. I'd say in general probably 30-minute missions because there's some good stuff there. Although that might be a little too close to Gundam for some people's taste to be a real answer to that question. Like the MM kits, especially the Ghost, he was a quick snap, but fun posing him. Do you have any pets? I do not. We had a cat for a while, well, for a few months actually, many years ago before we had kids. Unfortunately, the cat we adopted was way older than they told us, and she was very sick, so we didn't have her very long. Titanfall games. I would love Titan kits to check out. 30-minute missions sometime. I'll never think that out they were a thing. There's some good stuff there, especially if you like to customize and things like that. I'd highly recommend it. The Port Nova and the Reaver Nova fun kits. Reaver Nova was good. I snap built that one on stream a while back. I'm gonna do something with it, I'm not sure what. Got Alto ground type too. Weapon kit still stuck at hospital. I think I was speed build Origin Arc 78. I will speed build. Are they okay? Poor man's Dom, right. So that 30-minute mission's Dom. That was a nice kit. His asthma, cold really bad. They've been at the hospital since 10 a.m. It's now 10:26 p.m. Ouch. Admitted or just waiting in the ER or something, or being processed to the ER. It's a long time. I didn't even think I'd be able to stop by tonight. No problem. Yeah, sucks, man. Asthma is a very scary combo with sickness, especially if it's a higher stage. Mitigating treatments, 12 hours of treatments. Gotcha. Well, it's at least a little better than getting treatment and stuff. Is there a backup prize this week? There is not this week, unfortunately. Not enough of the super chats yet to add up to the next prize. Hopefully soon. Alright, so got this. That goes down into there. The heel of this is kind of loose. I'm not happy with that. The game sees around the 5K daily mark. Up Tetra Drift, almost over tonight. Go. I like the shape of the leg, except for the foot. I don't like this foot's kind of I mean, the heel's a little floppy. Might have to fix that, or maybe it'll get fixed when I gloss coat. But I like the lower part of the leg's got a pretty cool shape to it. Yeah, that's also, so I know what the kid's going through, plus the broken rib moment. I never felt more vulnerable because my lungs, breathing issues suck. Yeah. That's like the ferret foot. I'm really disliking the ferret foot. Yeah, I'm definitely more of a fan of a beefier foot. If I were going to use this as part of a kit bash or something, I'd have to do something to the foot. These are supposed to go like this, I think. Because that's pretty cool. Hope you kept streaming past drawing, no problem. I always do. Next stream might be the last for this kit. Very well might be. And I think we're basically there at the end of the night. So next week, probably be the other leg, weapons, and backpack, hopefully. Backpack looks pretty simple, weapons look pretty simple, so there's a good chance we'll finish this next stream, which will hopefully be next week, although with the due date coming around somewhere around next weekend, who knows? This might be a week off next week. We'll find out, I guess. So hopefully see you all next Saturday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Don't forget, we do have the inventory reduction, the INV RED 30 for 30% off select items still going on. We do have the SEPT 10 code also active this weekend for 10% off all in-stock items. So take a look if there's any kits you've been needing. And otherwise, hopefully see you all next week. If not,